Namandavts, 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 namandavts. Namandavts, namandavts.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. All right, you're all happy to be here, right? Okay, so my name is Willie Fernandez. I'm the chair today, and I've been a member of this temple since 1968, I think.
Wow, before I was born.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I'd like to thank you for coming, reading the scripture, for the Dharma Family Dharma School Award and Graduation Service. So we're going to begin the service with the quiet sitting, and please collect yourself and enjoy the quietness.
Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namandavts, 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 namandavts. Namandavts, 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 namandavts.
Oh, now Reverend Kuaha will now chant Junirai, which is on page 67 of the Purple Service Book.
Namandavts, namandavts, namandavts. Okay, so as usual, you are welcome to join Sutra chanting Junirai, or you can follow the English translation at the bottom of each page. Then you can also find some explanation of this chanting Junirai on page 65. Keshu tennin shokugyo Amida senryo zokuson Zai mimeu anrakok Muryo bushi shuinen Konjiki shinjo nyosen no Shamata gyo nyozobu Ryomoku jo nyaku shourengen Koga chorai midason Menzen 소녀망가 이고유녀千日が 소녀天空 그시라 거가 조라입니다 솜 간non 조다이 간지우지 주주매서 호쇼고 노부그게도 음악에만 거가 조라입니다 솜 무비무그 고쇼조 슈토크 켈켓녀고그 쇼사리야크 토크지사이 거가 조라입니다 솜 지포묘몬보사슈 무료쇼마조산담 이쇼슈조간리기지 거가 조라입니다 솜 공타이호켄지쇼케 zengonshoujo-meldaisa 오히자조녀센노 거가 조라입니다 솜 지포쇼라이 쇼부시 갱겐진즈시안라 생고성겐조크교 거가 조라입니다 솜 쇼우무조무가토 야그녀 스이같은 여러 이슈세포무묘지 거가 조라입니다 솜 희손부셋무아크며 야그무녀닝 아크도흐 슈닝시신교희솜 거가 조라입니다 솜 희손무료호뱅교 무쇼슈 아크지시키 오조흐 다이시보다이 거가 조라입니다 솜 가셋 희손 그도그지 슈제무해 뇨가이스이 쇼야그쟁엄 쇼우조으샤 쇼히고 아만다브 ぶがんにしくどく平等せいさいどうほんぼだいしおうじょあんらこ Namandavts, 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 namandavts. Namandavts, namandavts.
Okay, please rise if you can to follow along with the Gatha Remind Me, which is on the handout, and remain standing for the golden chain.
This is another bop written by D.I.
And Lori.
He changes his stuff all the time, but I think always for the better, so keeping it fun. Try to join along with us for the chorus. Or any part of it, really. Remind me if I stray too far from the Dharma. Remind me to be kind and patient too. Remind me, expect nothing in return. Remind me, always be good to you. Won't you remind me? Remind me, 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 great! Remind me, don't waste time stroking my ego. Remind me, there is no good or bad news. Remind me, the world is always changing. Remind me, don't live life sitting in the pews. Won't you remind me? Remind me, 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 good job! Remind me, love is in all places. Remind me, do pure and beautiful deeds. Remind me to breathe and be mindful. Remind me, in Gasho there is peace. Won't you remind me? Remind me, won't you remind me? Remind me, won't you remind me? Remind me, won't you remind me? Keep it going a little bit. Won't you remind me? Remind me, won't you remind me? Remind me, won't you remind me? Remind me, won't you remind me? Remind me. Great job!
Okay, I will now recite the golden chain, which is on page 15 of the purple. Oh, I have it. Anyway, okay. Golden chain 2. I am a link in the Buddha's golden chain of love that stretches around the world. I've been strong, and gentle to every living thing, and protect all who are weaker than myself. My thoughts, words, and beautiful deeds, knowing that what I do now depends not on my happiness or unhappiness, but also that of others. A link in the Buddha's golden chain of love, become bright and strong, and may we all attain perfect peace. Namo Dabuts. Namo Dabuts. Namo Dabuts. Okay, please be seated. We'll now have the Dharma School Award and graduation.
Right. Good morning, everyone. Hi, I'm Stacy Ueda, the Dharma School's superintendent. I'm so honored to help appreciate all of the Dharma School students today. Rather than the traditional graduation service that you might be used to, we don't have any high school seniors graduating this year, so we've decided to celebrate everyone. Yeah, so. Thank you. And then input? Okay. Thank you. So I would love for a little help from all of you here today joining us. This we are calling our Happy Eightfold Accomplishments. And so many of you know the Eightfold Path, and I have to memorize it with VT Sklem. That's the only way I can remember it. So what I'd love for you to do is a little call and response. When I say part of the Eightfold Path, I'm going to point to you and hope that you can repeat it with me. And it will make sense when you see this. So let's begin. Oh, okay. Let's begin. Let's see. Is it going to move? Oh, here we go. All right. So let's start with Kiki. Kiki had a great basketball season with BMU. And now I'm going to say part of the Eightfold Path that helped Kiki make that amazing accomplishment. Right view. Right view. Great, thank you. You got this. Right. We'd also like to celebrate Dora. Dora became friends with Taka and Masa this year. And that took a lot of right thought. Right thought. Yes. Oop. Uh-oh. Let's back up. Back up, back up. All right, Ellie. Ellie started to look forward to Dharma school every Sunday. And she did that by telling her parents she'd like to come. That took right speech. Right speech. More delicate here. Okay. And Rennie. Rennie learned to walk. And that took right conduct, or what sometimes we call right action. Right conduct. Thank you. Tegan started working at Mathnasium this year, her first job. That is right livelihood. Right livelihood. And you like it, right, Tegan? Yep. All right. Parker played hardcore competitive soccer this year. That takes right effort. Right effort. Our own 8 Kuahara maintained very, very good grades. That takes, Dad, hey, Dad, that takes right mindfulness. And Hiroto-san won a volleyball tournament this year, and that takes a lot of concentration or right meditation. Brandon flew on a plane for the very first time. He had to be brave and have a lot of understanding for that. That took right view. And his brother Christopher played on a t-ball sports team for the first time, and that took right thought. Great, thank you. You are doing great. All right. Okay. Junior, our own Francisco Jr., served as a leader on his high school's band council, and he had to really use a lot of leadership skills. That took right speech. And his sister Mari made the Latinx honor roll, and that took a lot of right action or right conduct. And their little brother Hugo danced beautifully in Baile Folklorico this year, and that took right respect for life, or what also is called right livelihood. Hey, Hugo, look at, there you go. And Maddie succeeded in all 3 of her high school AP classes this year. And that takes, as we all know, a lot of right effort. And Ty earned his driver's permit and is on the road. And that takes right mindfulness. And his brother Reese played on 2 travel basketball teams. That takes a lot of right concentration or right meditation. All right, thank you. And Hanson took swimming lessons this year, and that takes a lot of right understanding or right view. And Sean, who is also here, passed his driver's permit test too, and that takes a lot of right thought. Thank you. And Romer played guitar and sang with his jazz band at Yoshi's. Wow. And that takes a lot of right speech. But this picture's from Bazaar last week. Yeah. And Nathan scored his first basket, and he and Hanson are on the same team. That takes a lot of right action or right conduct. And his brother Corey learned basket weaving and was super proud of this beautiful basket he made, and that is right livelihood. And Ajax also earned his driver's permit, and he'll be driving soon, and that takes right effort. So if you need a ride, you're going to have a lot of drivers. All right. And Taka learned to love the ocean this year, and that takes right mindfulness. And last but certainly not least, Masa visited Hawaii for the first time and loved it, and that takes right meditation. So thank you for helping to appreciate our wonderful Dharma School students and their awesome teachers. Thank you, Karen Sensei, Joyce Sensei, Irene Sensei, Akemi Sensei, and Danny Sensei for helping them with the Eightfold Path this year. If you please join me in Gasho. Namwami Dabbits. Namwami Dabbits. Namwami Dabbits. Namwami Dabbits. Thanks to Irene Sensei, we have a wonderful set of attendance awards just to thank all of the Dharma School students for all of their right effort and right conduct in coming to Dharma School as much as possible this year. So we'll make sure and meet up with you after the service. Thank you very much. Okay. I'll just blanket. Okay.
All right, give him a big hand. Come on, give him a big hand. All right. Okay. So where am I? Oh, another song. Guys, so if you please rise and follow along with the Gatha, I'm on my way, which is on the handout.
Sorry, I'm on Toban this month, so double duty. This is a new one. It's kind of hard. It might be a little hard to follow along, so don't pressure yourself. Join in however you want. It's super free. Di wrote this, of course. It's really beautiful, but just don't feel bound.
Yeah, and the call and response, the first time we tried it, it didn't work. So we won't do it again. We won't subject you to it. So
Yeah, it says call and response, but you don't have to obey
yeah,
that.
yeah, I'll do that. I'm on my way.
I'm on my way.
I'm on my way.
way.
I'm on my
I'm on my way.
Let me go. Let me go.
Let me go.
Come with me.
Come with me.
I'm on my way.
I'm on my way.
I'm on my way.
I'm on my way.
I'm on my
Taka's on his
way.
way.
I'm on my Let
I'm
me
on my
go.
way.
It will be
It
slow.
will be slow. It's slow. And come with me.
I'm on my way.
I'm on my way. Together we'll share the way to be safe and free from today.
Safe and free.
Call our friends, call our
and
on my
they will know
I'm
I'm
on
on my way.
I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
I'm on
I'm on my way. See, it's hard, but it's pretty.
Oh, please be seated. Sorry. Thank you. That was great. Okay. Guests. What did I do with my? So we have some guests. Jay Bond, are you here? Could you please rise? Hey, Jay. Welcome. Where are you from?
I'm from Berkeley. I actually just graduated.
Go Bears. Go Bears. Okay. All right. Let's see. Now we have Ricky Schlesinger? No, I'm sorry, Judy. What is Judy Nakatomi? Oh, okay. Where are you from? Where are you from?
Vista Buddhist Temple in San Diego.
San Diego. Welcome. We have lots of guests today. Let's see. Trish Hyde. And then this is that Ann Hyde. Trish and Ann Hyde. Where are you from? Denver. Oh, well, I have a store. Denver. I used to go to Denver a lot. You could sit down. And the first time I went to Denver, I got out of my car at the airport, and I slid, and I fell down, and it was winter, and this person from Denver is walking by, and she says, "Where are you from?" I said, "California." She says, "Oh, well, black ice." I said, "What? Black ice?" I said, yeah, and then they pointed out, black ice is frozen ice on black street. You can't see it. Denver, yes, I remember it. And the altitude. Okay, so that's Ann Hyde, and we have, so Russell, you're not visiting, you've been here before, but Susan Flakus, where are you? There's Susan. And where are you from, Susan?
I was born in Seattle,
Seattle.
but I now live in Oakland.
Okay, I love Seattle. I used to go up there a lot too. And I hit it. The best year, the first time I went up was we had there was no rain. It was beautiful. Okay, so where am I? I have no idea. Okay. Oh, monthly birthday lottery for May. Okay, so we have. Where are the names? I know it's here someplace. Too far away.
Lauren B.
Louder.
Lauren B.
Lauren B.
Tina I.
Tina I.
Emiko K.
Emiko K.
Kiyoshi K.
Kiyoshi K. What was that? Hiroto K. Oh. Takaso K. Takato K.
Ryan N.
Brian N. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, And whoever wins, you're going to share with me, right? I don't know. Okay. Oh, I got one. And it's it's really twisted here. Brian N. Where's is Brian here? No. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So that was the. Okay. So now. In junior high school, they said I was a tenor, so I should sing 10 or 15 miles away. Okay, anyway, so am I? I hate public speaking. No. Okay, so announcements. Virtual yoga. Thursday, May 10th from 8 a.m. to 8:20 a.m. What? 20 minutes. Okay. No registration is required. Please make sure you have turned in a waiver form. Zoom link is on our website. BBT Dominar monthly online study session. Thursday, May 30th at 6:30 p.m. The topic will be Shinran Chunin's life and teaching. The sign-up link is also on our website. Online meditation and discussion, Wednesday, June 5th at 7 p.m. Again, sign up on our website. Bonadori. Oh, aren't we looking forward to that? We get to dance. I'm allowed to dance too. Anyway, Bonadori, Saturday, July 13th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. at Berkeley Higashi Honganji Temple. Practice sessions are Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7:30 to 9 p.m. And on June 25th, 27th, July 2nd, July 9th, 11 at the Higashi Temple. And again, everybody's welcome to join. San Francisco Japantown Pride Flag Raising Event on Saturday, June 1st at 2 p.m. The Japantown Rainbow Coalition invites you to the third annual raising of the rainbow flag in San Francisco, Japantown, Osaka Way. Join the Japantown Rainbow Coalition in celebrating Queer and Trans-Asian Pacific Islander Week and Pride Month for words of wisdom from JARF. Okay, and the Japanese American Citizens League, Okari, Northern California Queer and Trans-Asian Pacific Islander Week, and more, followed by a procession of Konko Church of San Francisco for raising the Progress Pride flag. Berkeley Methodist United Church Annual Bazaar. It's on Sunday, June 2nd from 12 noon to 4 p.m. Please come enjoy their barbecue rib dinner, chicken sadat, spam musubi, lumpia, that's my people. Okay, and baked goods. There will be a silent auction too, flyers posted on the social hall. And, and then Reverend CJ has an announcement? Okay.
Good morning, everyone. Our announcements are back to their normal length, I've noticed. On Friday, May 31st, I will be joining several other local Buddhist teachers, along with a broader coalition of interfaith groups in the Bay Area, to request that Senator Alex Padilla call for an immediate and permanent ceasefire in Palestine and a halt to U.S. support of Israel during its genocidal campaign against Palestinians. We'll depart the Ferry Building in San Francisco at 10 a.m. and walk together to Senator Padilla's office, where we will hold a number of liturgies from different faith traditions as we pray together for peace. The Interfaith Coalition is also encouraging those who are able to fast and pray and call attention to the urgent matter at hand. For registration and more information, you can visit the site that Rumi-san sent out in our email announcements, and you can also ask me. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Tara, and I just wanted to announce one more event. It's called Gammon is Not Burnout, Identifying and Preventing Burnout in the Japanese American Community. It'll be this Wednesday, May 29th at 6 p.m. You can come at 5:30 for dinner. It is a free event. We'll be hearing from Dr. Kayoko Yokoyama, who's an educator and psychologist, and then also Ryan Kimura, who is the JCYC Programs Director, which is a youth serving organization in Japantown. So yeah, if you're interested, you can let me know. I have a RSVP link and flyer. So our group has noticed high burnout and a lot of stress and overwhelm in the community, and so we wanted to put together this event to support the community and how do we address this together. So yes, if you're interested, let me know. Thank you.
Okay, any more announcements? Okay. Now, the students will be dismissed to their classes. Would the Dharma School students please go to the front, gasho, and go to the classrooms? All others invited to remain for the adult Dharma talk. Okay, and now we'll have a Dharma talk from Sensei.
Okay, so first of all, I would like to read this passage. So if you can, please put your hands together in Gassho. How to listen to a Dharma message. I listen as if I'm listening for the first time. I listen as if the message is for myself alone. I listen as if this is the last chance to listen to the Dharma. In Japanese, 聴聞の心得。この度のこのご縁は初ごとと思うべし。この度のこのご縁は我一人のためと思うべし。この度のこのご縁は根性最後と思うべし。ナモ阿弥陀仏。ナモ阿弥陀仏。ナモ阿弥陀仏。ナマンダ仏。ナマンダ仏。ナマンダ仏。はい、ありがとうございました。Yeah, so many things ね。Yeah, I can tell on this podium. Yep. So today is the graduation of the Dharma School, Berkeley Buddhist Temple Dharma School, school year 2024. Although this year we don't have a graduate, but it is nice to conclude Dharma School year 2024 with such a wonderful presentation. So I would like to extend my deep gratitude to all Dharma School students. They came, Sunday morning. It's a kind of big deal, wake up early and I come to the temple, every Sunday. So I really, really respect their kind of involvement or attendance to the Dharma School. And then, of course, Dharma School teachers, their efforts. So every Sunday, they need to, prepare class and then, give a Dharma guidance to our Dharma School students. That is a tremendous effort every Sunday. So because of the students who participate, attend the school, and then teachers who provide a guidance, lessons, that's how we have Berkeley Buddhist Temple Dharma School. And then, of course, our Sangha members support our Dharma School. So I really, really appreciate all the, causes and the conditions that make our Dharma School possible. 本当ありがとうございました。And then we had so many Dharma School students. I was surprised. So we don't have all students, one Sunday, but looking at the slide, I thought, oh, we have so many Dharma School students, which is good. So, and then also we have, I think J だったかなね。And May is the graduation month. You see Berkeley, high school, universities, colleges, high school all over the U.S. Many students finished the school and then celebrated the graduation, completion of their, academic achievements. ね、本当おめでとうございます。Congratulations. ね、happy graduation. So, this month, May, Berkeley Buddhist Temple, Dharma theme for Dharma message is Shinran Shonin's life and the teaching. And then this is the last Sunday of May, and I am going to talk about this. So birth in the Pure Land, or going to the Pure Land in connection with graduation. And then, so this is the quote for my Dharma message today. So if you can, one more time, please put your hands together in Gassho. Those who reach Amida Buddha's pure land of tranquility return to this samsaric world of the five defilements, where like the Buddha Shakyamuni, they benefit sentient beings without limit. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Naman Dabutsu. Naman Dabutsu. Naman Dabutsu. Naman Dabutsu. So how graduation and then going to the Pure Land are connected. So let me begin with this. What is the goal of Buddhism? We are here at the Berkeley Buddhist Temple, which is a Buddhist temple, and then you are here to listen to the Buddha Dharma, Buddha's teaching. And then what is the goal of Buddhism? I know there are many different answers in response to this question. But I'd say first, we listen to the Dharma. We receive the guidance of Buddha for me, for each of you to become a Buddha. And then what is Buddha? You know, if we go to like a Chinese restaurant, we can see like a golden body, like a chubby figure. Maybe that is one image of Buddha, but more internally, practically speaking, Buddha is the one who completed, wisdom and compassion, or maybe completed the wisdom and then freely perform compassion. That is the Buddha. So that is our goal for each of us as a Buddhist to become a Buddha in the future. Oh. And then another way is maybe to attain nirvana. So nirvana is an Indian word. What is nirvana? It is an extinction of all causes of our suffering, right? So in other words, once we attain nirvana, we no longer suffer. We no longer have difficulties. We no longer have challenges, right? So that is the meaning, significance of attaining nirvana, right? We are liberated from all suffering, difficulties, challenges. That is the nirvana. And then to reach this goal, and then we are, still not a Buddha yet, right? So we are on the way. So to reach this goal, we are kind of making a progress. And then to reach this goal, there are many, many, many different paths, ways to reach there, right? Well, this is one way to look at, because we have a guest today from Denver. So for example, how we travel between Denver and the San Francisco Bay Area. Of course, we can take a flight from SFO or Oakland or even San Jose to fly to Denver. Or we can take a Greyhound long distance bus. Or we can, even drive, right? Or we can take an Amtrak. Or we can even like a bicycle or walk to Denver. There are, one destination, but there are many different paths, options to get there. And then how much is a budget, right? And then how soon we want to get there. So depending on the condition, we have a, pick a choice, how to get there. So in the same way, Buddhism, the goal is for us to become a Buddha. But because of your situation, conditions, then you have a choice, which Buddhist path we will take. Jodo Shinshu Buddhism, Zen Buddhism, Tibetan Buddhism, Theravada Buddhism. There are many different paths to reach one destination. And this variety is symbolically called 84,000 Dharma gates. So in other words, as a Buddhist, we have to carefully choose, select which path is best for myself. And then another thing is, when and where do I become Buddha? Do I attain nirvana, right? So generally speaking, there are many Buddhist teaching, Buddhist paths can be divided into two groups. So one is like a Shakyamuni Buddha. We attain Buddhahood, attain nirvana in this world during this lifetime, right? So this is one group, one way of Buddhism. And then there is another way of Buddhism. So for us to attain nirvana, Buddhahood in Buddha's land, after ending this life. So this group is so-called Pure Land Buddhism. Pure Land Buddhism. And then, Berkeley Buddhist Temple, we are affiliated to a tradition of Jodo Shinshu Buddhism. And then Jodo Shinshu Buddhism is a part of Japanese Buddhist tradition. Japanese Pure Land Buddhist tradition. And then maybe this is food for your thought. Why do Pure Land Buddhists, some Buddhists, they pursue the path to attain nirvana, not in this lifetime, not in this world? Why? Well, this is, I don't have a time to talk about this, but this is a very important, question, or maybe choice of Pure Land Buddhism. Okay, so the goal is to become a Buddha, completion of wisdom, compassion, and then attain nirvana, liberation from all causes of suffering. And then there is Pure Land Buddhism. So for the Pure Land Buddhist, therefore, to go to Pure Land, Buddha's land, or to attain birth in the Buddha's land is very, very important. Right? As a Buddhist, the goal is to become a Buddha. And then we become a Buddha, attain nirvana in Buddha's land. So for Pure Land Buddhist, to attain birth in the Pure Land, to go to the Pure Land is very, very important. Then I know this kind of comments. So first Sunday at the Berkeley Buddhist Temple, we chant the Amida Kyo, Amida Sutra. And then in the Amida Sutra, you can see the all descriptions, adornments of Pure Land. Jewels and then trees, palace, all those kind of description. And then Sensei, going to Pure Land sounds like, we go to utopia after we die. Or maybe, once we complete this life, we attain birth in Buddha's land. Hey, Sensei, that sounds like what is the difference between Christian heaven? It sounds like a Christianity, right? I came to US 2003, and then, involved in Jodo Shinshu Buddhism here in the United States, I would say country of Christianity. And then I got this kind of a comment, question many, many, many times. Yeah. So I hope my Dharma message today can respond to those comments somehow. Yeah. So can you see this guy? Who's this? I have 3 boys. This is one of them.
Starts with a T.
Yes, T. And his name was in the birthday boy. So this is Takato, my oldest son Takato. This is his elementary school graduation picture. And last year he graduated from Berkeley High. Go Jackets. Go Jackets. Yeah. So I think he started high school, student life 2019, 2019. He started high school, and then 4 years later, and then he graduated from Berkeley High. So enrollment, and then after 4 years later, graduation. So what is graduation? Graduation is the completion or end of a school life, especially like a K-12. So the graduation is a big ceremony or big milestone for his education. Right? So he graduated high school means he, ended his school life. And then, of course, so what happened? I completed my high school, right? Maybe anxiety. And then depending on, what to do after graduating from high school, right? They kind of scatter. So they need to separate from his friends, right? And then, of course, kind of hope for new life. And then hopefully he had a kind of sort of a gratitude, appreciation for his school life teachers and then his friends. So, on the occasion of graduation, I'm sure he had a lot of different feelings. And then looking back my personal life, when I graduated from high school, I did have this kind of different feelings within myself, right? And then, fortunately, he was accepted to university, so he could start a new life as a college student. So with graduation, he could start a new life as a college student. So this graduation is a completion, end of high school life. But at the same time, from other perspective, it is a start of a new life as a college student. So I'd like to use this idea, to look at our life. Today we celebrated, birthday, and then all of you have birthday. And then one day we were born into this world, right? And then we started a life. And then in Buddhism, we look at this word samsara. And then, but someday our life ends. We don't know when, right? But someday, maybe today, maybe this is my last Dharma message. But someday, our life ends. But this death, the issue of death, is so complicated and hard and difficult to deal with, right? To think about my issue of death, or to think about or how to accept the death passing of our loved ones. I think this is really, really difficult issues for many of us, right? So that's why we tend to put aside or don't look at the issue of death, but we have to think about how to deal with, overcome the issue of death. And then, of course, speaking of death, people are not happy to talk about this. So fear, anxiety, sadness, I don't want to die, this kind of attachment, right? So speaking of death, we have those, feelings within ourselves. But Buddha said, don't worry, Kyo. Don't worry. That is a strong statement of the Buddha. So in the Pure and Buddhist tradition, death, physical end of our life is not just end. So in this tradition, in this Buddhism, death, our physical death, at the same time, start of a new life in the Pure Land or in Buddha's land. Right? So here, Buddha or this teaching of Pure Land Buddhism gives us new perspective to look at or interpret the issue of death from different perspective, right? So if death is just the end or completion of our life, maybe we have more negative or depressive feelings. But once we can understand or interpret death like a birth or start of a new life as a Buddha or a life in the Buddha's land, maybe kind of reduce the stress or fear, anxiety of dealing with the issue of death, right? I think this is one benefit of following the Pure Land Buddhism. And then let me go on. And then what does it mean to attain birth in the Pure Land, to go to Buddha's land? So let me say it this way. I went to these schools. Hiroshima University, I went to Ryukoku University, I went to IBS, I went to UC Berkeley, I went to Stanford, I went to Columbia, I went to Harvard. What does it mean? Right? I'm not that rich to pay that much tuition, especially here. Those two private schools, yeah. I'm paying Takato's tuition. Still, you see, very expensive. We don't afford go to a private school. Yeah. So when we say, I went to, Ryukoku University, I went to Hiroshima University, what does it mean? Am I talking about the visiting school? Or I enrolled there, actually studied at that school? But those are the three schools I actually attended. I enrolled, studied, and then, fortunately graduated. And so I went to those schools means, right? And then this expression doesn't mean I'm not just talking about the physically going, visiting those schools, right? The meaning is, practical meaning is, I, developed the knowledge by receiving advanced education. At the Hiroshima University, I majored in education because I wanted to be a school teacher, an English school teacher. And then after that, I went to IBS and the Ryukoku University. I majored in Buddhism, Buddhist studies. So by attending those schools, going to those schools, I received an advanced education. And then I could develop my knowledge of education and the Buddhist studies. Right? And then what happened? And then 4 years, 5 years, 3 years, so, certain, period of time studying those, schools. Then once we graduate school and then come back to the community, and then we try to, benefit the community with the, expertise we received at those schools, right? So the meaning of school is going to school means we received education. And then after that, going back to the community to benefit others. Right? That is the kind of meaning of those words, kind of deeper meaning of this word. And then, how about go to the Pure Land? How about going to the Pure Land? So in Buddhism, we talk about the 6 realms. This is cool, huh? I love PowerPoint. So according to Buddhist cosmology idea, there are 6 realms, which are called samsara, realms of suffering, difficulties, challenges. And then we are born into one realm. And then once we, our life ends there, and then have another birth in another, realm. And then we kind of transmigrate, born, die, one after another, kind of endlessly. So in Buddhism, it is said we are kind of inchworm, kind of circling like on the edge of like a bamboo tree endlessly. Right? And then those 6 is a realm of suffering. As long as we are here, we always receive stress, difficulties, challenges, deal with all suffering, right? So that's why don't you get out of, samsara? Why don't you be liberated of this endless circulation of birth and death in samsara, right? So this is the basic idea of Buddhism, right? Based on the Indian cosmology, right? Why don't you be liberated, get out of this samsara, right? So in other words, this is also the goal of Buddhism, to be liberated from the life of suffering. And then once we get out of this endless circulation of samsara, what happened, right? Because we are talking about this like a spatial place. So once we are liberated, maybe another kind of landing space is maybe metaphysically truth or suchness, thusness, or ultimate truth, right? Some people like more metaphysical approach. So once we are liberated from this samsara, we enter nirvana or ultimate truth. Or some people like something more concrete, right? Once we are get out of these 6 realms, then our landing space after revelation is Buddha's land, more concrete approach. So Pure Land Buddhism, we take more concrete or symbols. Right? So that's why we talk about the Buddha's land. So after being liberated from samsara, so that's why we are living somewhere and then assuming, then arriving somewhere. Then the goal is Buddha's land. Right? So going or attain birth in the Pure Land is the same meaning of revelation. And then there in the Buddha's land, we attain wisdom, which is a source of guidance. Guidance for what? Right? So once we are born in the Buddha's land, we don't stay there. I know this is a nice, comfortable place, but we don't stay there. Immediately we come back to this world. Some people say, like so Brian Nagata, his name was on the birthday today, but he always said, I don't want to come back to this world, although he's a Jodo Shinshu Buddhist. But this teaching, once we attain birth in the Pure Land, and then we will come back, this samsara. For what? Here, so providing a guidance, performing a compassion, right? So attain birth in the Pure Land, we attain wisdom, which is a source of guidance, kind of remedy to solve all difficulties, suffering. So with that, wisdom, we come back to this samsara, and then provide sharing the wisdom, so that people still in suffering in this samsara can also be liberated from this samsara. So that's why in the Pure Land Buddhism, attaining birth in the Pure Land, not staying there, immediately come back this world to help others, right? So I would say this is a kind of Mahayana spirit, right? Mahayana is an Indian term. Maha means a big or great. Yana is a vehicle, right? So Mahayana is a great, huge vehicle for what, right? Leaving the world of samsara, leaving the life of suffering, and then moving forward or proceed to the realm of nirvana, right? Boarding on the big vehicle, right? So to achieve this Mahayana spirit, right? So once we attain birth in the Pure Land, become a Buddha, and then we come back and then try to save, benefit, guide those still in suffering. And this is, I would say, Amida Buddha's project, right? Not just liberate us from this, life of suffering, but at the same time, Amida's project, Amida's aspiration is to make each of us to, come back to this world and then benefit other people too. This going and then returning, both aspects is Buddha's huge project. So today, graduation and then connecting this Jodo Shinshu teaching of going to the Pure Land, attaining to the Pure Land. So usually we think going or attaining, right? Attaining birth in the Pure Land, right? Sounds like going somewhere. No, it's just a provisional expression. But attaining birth, going to the Pure Land, more importantly, those two items, for me, for each of you to become a Buddha, right? Which is a liberation from samsara, or you will attain complete wisdom and compassion. That is the attaining birth, going to the Pure Land. And then at the same time, for me, for each of you, once become a Buddha, to provide a guidance so that those still in suffering, in samsara, maybe your friends, your relatives, your loved ones, they come back and then benefit them. So this is my Dharma message. And then, so that's why I selected this passage Shinran Shonin is writing. So once we are attain birth in the Pure Land, and then come back and then benefit other people. And then, so in that sense, we are still connected. So in July, so we really talked about the Bon Odori dance practice. Obon is another kind of, occasion for us to reaffirm our connection, our, ancestors or those who passed away before. And then in this, relationship returning, and then Dharma connection with them. Again, thank you very much for attending today's service. I would like to conclude my Dharma message reading this Wasan hymn by Shinran Shoni one more time. So if you can, please put your hands together in Gassho. Those who reach the pure land of tranquility return to the samsaric world of the five defilements, where, like the Buddha Shakyamuni, they benefit sentient beings without limit. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Okay, now I'd like to say thank you to all those who have made today's service possible. So first, Willie, thank you very much for wonderful, very nice chairperson today. So I put your names more onto the sign-up list. Yeah, to my eyes, you enjoyed the public speech. And then thank you, live stream team, for your help during today's live streaming service. ありがとうございました. Thank you. And then thank you, DI and Roland, for leading a beautiful, wonderful Gasa today. ありがとうございました. And then thank you, Tara and CJ Sensei, for being, ministers assisting me. ありがとうございました. Thank you very much. And then thank you, May Toban Monthly Group, for preparing the refreshment in the social hall after the service. ありがとうございます. Thank you very much. So this concludes today's service. Thank you everyone who joined the service today in person and then virtually. ありがとうございました. So please take care and see you next week. 生